Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Elden Ring Mage walkthrough. What we're going to do now is kind of a blitz through Caelid, unlocking graces. We're not really doing a lot of Caelid yet, but we're going to unlock a bunch of graces so that we can navigate it more easily. But then once we have unlocked those graces, we are going to go into Redmane Castle and do it before the Redmane Festival happens. So Redmane Castle actually starts off in a state where it's kind of a hostile legacy dungeon and you can go through it and enjoy it, and there's some boss at the end and even a legendary weapon. But once it turns into the Redmane Festival, it's peaceful and you walk through it and the loot isn't there, a bunch of loot isn't there, and the boss is replaced, so isn't there either. And it does eventually revert back, but we're just going to do it now before we've triggered the event that turns it into the festival. That way, once we're finished with the festival, we don't have to come back. So from Rot View, we're just going to go unlock the Caelum Ruins Grace first. So that is just basically heading east. More or less following the road, but being careful not to get into trouble. And we are going to come back. There are things to do here. A lot of these graces where we're unlocking stuff. Get Whirl o' Flame. And there is something to get in there, but we're going to come back to it. Our purpose is just to get to this grace. Alright, and from here we're going to unlock the Smoldering Wall Grace, which is basically, we're not going to do these ruins yet. We're basically headed down to where that telescope is. This is the Smoldering Wall. We're also going to get the map so you can see the rest, you know, what Caelid looks like. Alright, and from here, you can kind of see the marker. We're going to head towards marker 3. Ash of War Lifesteal Fist. Hard not to. The ashes are kind of on the way, so we are at least picking those up. This should be the Astray from Caelid Highway South. Yep. Or sorry, north. So now we're going to head east towards the swamp. Just to show you, there's a marker, just kind of estimating about where it is. Kind of ridiculously close to the other one. I wonder what all the messages are about. And this is the Aeonia Swamp Shore. There should be a ghost to speak to here for some lore. There he is. So then, there should be a merchant over here. Oh, this is too low. We're in the Street of Sages ruins here. Which is where we got our meteorite staff and our rock sling. Yeah, the merchant should be up a little higher. A little higher. There he is. Can hear him.
Dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way.
He doesn't have anything that important, I don't think.
Value these. I'm hungry.
I mean, these are always good to have, but we're gonna get, I think we're gonna set it up so that we can use Flame Cleanse Me when we need to. We'll just put on our stuff that we need to put on to get enough faith. So from there, we can basically just head south. We're now kind of heading towards this marker here, then we're going to go to the map here, and then we're going to get another grace there. So this is just a quick whirlwind tour of Caelid. There's our grace. I did pretty well. I just try to guess without being able to see the map where this grace was from memory. Okay. This is Caelid Highway South. And now we'll get rid of that marker. And now there is a larval tier you can get here. If you just go south here to this cliff. He's one of these. Will turn into a troll. Yeah, one of these wandering nobles. It's probably the one all the way over, like here. I don't know, we'll find him. Maybe he's this one by himself. There he is. Supposed to have a larval tier. There it is. Took a while. Thinking I got ripped off. Can make sure we got all of our loot here. So yeah, just kind of doing these quick, easy things that we can do. And then from here, we're gonna go to the map, right, which is just straight east here. Oh, watch out for big boy here. That is a rot dragon. Rot breath. He is bad news. Oh, I can't remember if there's an invasion in this church. Oh yeah, there's a scary guy in there. probably not too scary. Not too bad. So this is another Church of Dragon Communion. Actually, I have a lot of things we could get here. So you can see these are Faith Arcane. Are two like stats that we've utterly neglected. So this you're not gonna get to see a showcase of these on this playthrough, unfortunately. But this is where you would buy this stuff. Get the Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. So merchant here. Map right over here.
Buying or selling?
So this guy has the Nomadic Warrior Scope of 15, another Stone Sword Key, another Cracked Pot, and then he sells the Champion set.
Not finished yet.
I'm being a collecting completionist. Let's see me do this, since I know I can just farm the runes if I need them. You obviously don't need to buy all these random sets. So yeah, somewhere around here there's another Grace. They're tightly packed, all these Graces. And this should be the, let's see, the Southern Aeonia Swamp Bank. Yeah. And then from here, we're going to actually head towards the castle. So this is the impassable Great Bridge, which then leads into Redmane Castle here. And we're going here now because it's interesting and a bit challenging, so it's fun. You can kind of cheese the loot in here by triggering the festival, and then you can trigger the festival early and then run around and get some of the loot. But it also lets you kind of unlock the graces. Kind of went the wrong way here. Alright, I'll grab this. Get the Windy Crystal Tier. Golden Seed. See, these things are just... they'll just wreck you. They're just awful. There is a torch you can get that will repel them. actually not sure where the Grace is. And I can't pull up a map to see. It's maybe a little further. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so gonna go back. If I remember right, there's an ash, like, cragblade, I wanna say. There. Can hear it. Can hear the ball. There it is. I get you Ash of War Cragblade. Alright, so now our goal is just to get into the castle. It's highly possible you'll just die here. Yep. I'm gonna try to get across, but... yeah, once the festival's triggered, like, all of this is empty. So it's easier to get into some of the loot and stuff. But we're actually just kind of bypassing all this and going up here. So we can't get in the door, but we can go around to the side. Ash of War Flaming Strike. And just to show this is a door that won't be open, but you can unlock it later, which gives you a way in that avoids the little section that we're going to have to do here. That cool move he did with Lion's Claw, the kind of flip. So our goal here is eventually to get, like, we basically want to get north. There can be some tough enemies here. And the tricky part is if you die, like, you don't have to necessarily be like a god of exploring here. Oh, that's interesting, I forgot. Yeah, you can actually drop down here if you want. The ladder goes down as well. So you're going to see me, because I'm trying to be really cautious, I'm going to be doing a lot of Moonveil from a distance. The Armor's Cookbook. This is just that door, so this gives us a way to skip, like if we do die, we can now skip just a little bit. Oh, I accidentally popped my... Oh. That was an accident. Those scary page dudes. I'm trying to remember what talismans we got going on. No, Radagon's not so great when I'm doing nothing but Moonveil, but... Now there's two of these clowns. Which is very, very scary. Let me get this guy. Just because I can't stand hearing ball noise. So the hope is that you aggro one and not both. Anyway, that gets you a Somber 4. Let's see. I'll fight the other one. But as you could see, it works really well to kind of Moonveil them. Just have a good sense of the range of Moonveil, right? It's really, he likes to do this long leap that can still be hit by Moonveil, so I find it to just be an incredibly effective weapon against those guys. The front door. Just kind of show it. We came out there. We can also go in here. Armor's Cookbook 4. It's kind of fun, like a lot of people like don't come here till the festival and then they kind of just miss you know, they just kind of miss the... What do I mess up here? Oh yeah, I guess I gotta go like over here. Well, that doesn't go up, but it just gives me some... Oh yeah, here we go. Wait, I want to be up there. I'm too low. I'm blanking on what, Alright. I think I gotta go back the way I came. I mean, I could just, like... laughing, because I think this will work. Oh, maybe? I just did it, didn't I? Right? Oh, I'm an idiot. I could get through here the whole time. Alright. There are dudes. I'm gonna play carefully with our Moon Veil. Because we can make it to the grace. This is where the, when the festival is happening, you can teleport from the bridge to here. You can see there are going to be guys with fire. And then I think the red hot wet blade is over here. It's in one of these places, somewhere in here. Actually, right. Up. Flamberge. Smithing stone. Oh, and Mr. Pumpkinhead gave us something. Smithing stone 5. Not sure what stone we're on with our demi-human queen staff. Where was our ladder down? It was here, yeah. The final boss of this is actually really annoying. It's 2 bosses at once. And while I have beaten it with no summons and it's kind of fun, it's a Crucible Knight combined with another enemy and it's just like so rough. Alright, so here you've got the annoying guy's spewing fire. It's really, really annoying. But you can just kind of run. Well, I was gonna say you could just kind of run by it, but I'm just be like, maybe you can. Gosh. Okay. Did not do that play that well at all. Okay. But the grace is like right here. We have missed the red hot wet blade. I'm trying to remember where it is. But let's get our grace without resting. Yes, there's still a wet blade to find. It's over here. This guy's here. I totally forgot about him. Last scary thing left. Pretty sure he was the guardian of the wet blade. Just in that room back here. Red hot wet blade. Trying to remember if there's anything else up here. We're out of mana, so... I'm getting combat noises like somebody wants to fight me, but... Here we go. What's our smithing stone? 6. Yeah, I think we probably are, you know, ready to do some upgrading. And then double check my notes before I hearth back to the Grace. But I'm pretty sure that was everything that mattered. We got both cookbooks, we got the red hot wet blade, we got the flamberge. Yeah, so we are good to warp. And now we're gonna have to do a pretty tough fight. Now, if you're not using Moonveil and you're wanting to play with spells, Carrion Piercer. In fact, I might put that on. Carrion Piercer is really good against these guys because you kind of like can hang back and then lunge in from a distance. It's kind of similar to what they do to you, to be honest, when you try to heal. Carrion Piercer. There it is. I'm gonna go with straight Moonveil initially, but this is this might be pretty rough. If you see the cute little transition, you'll know I died. You know what? We have a lot of runes. Should be able to get a level out of this so that it just doesn't matter if we die. Yeah. And get some more mind. And we've got the rune arc on, so that should help. Alright. Get away from the messages so that I can switch weapons. Get the Misbegotten Warrior dead as quickly as you can. Okay. Now it's basically a fight against a Crucible Knight. Couple of skeletons. This will actually get you a legendary weapon. The Ruin's Greatsword. And yeah, this all gets replaced, turns into a festival. This all becomes a friendly area, and then you come up here, and you'll be able to talk to someone there. It's kind of fun to be able to explore it, like, you get to kind of just run around and look at it all early. Somber 5 is nice. And I don't know, like one of my early playthroughs when I was, you know, kind of first learning this game, I found this castle really rough. Now I can just kind of breeze through it, but like, Oh, I remember it was like one of the tensest sections of the game as far as like getting to a healing or getting to the grace. I would always be out of heals. But I've gotten really good at like beating those double lions without losing any heals and
Oh,
stuff.
tarnished are you? How did you slip inside with the gate closed? No matter. If you can fell one of them, you're a champion in my book. I am Jaren, foolish old warrior and witness. Incidentally, do you like a good festival from time to time? Well, it's true. This fortress houses only the vanquished, but when the stars align, we celebrate. A war festival honoring the last battle and death of General Radahn, the mightiest demigod of the Shattering and bearer of a great rune. Well, good. As you should. The festival affords glory to warriors. Then all you need is a little patience. When the stars align, the festival will be declared.
And he is the sort of next major
Have
boss.
patience.
Radahn is.
When the stars align.
That's who you'll fight once you'll be able to come out here and go through this door. To talk about what triggers the festival so you know how to avoid it, if you're wanting to keep the castle in this state so you can do the boss I just did, don't rest at a grace in Altus Plateau. And the second thing to avoid is if you decide to do Ronnie's quest line, there's a certain point where you're sent back down underground to Siofra to talk to Blythe, and if you tell him stuff there, that will also progress things to the festival, because you've progressed that quest line to the point where the festival needs to happen for it to, continue, so they actually advance it for you. So those are the things to avoid. We're actually putting off Ronnie's quest line for quite a while. That has to do with a character called Celibus and the fact that we want to get a magic scorpion charm, because we're a mage, so that's super important to us. But a consequence of that is, well, I'll get into that later with the quest line, but basically that quest line has 3 or 4 choices that you can make, and 2 of them will get you the magic scorpion charm, but one of them involves being a jerk and being really evil and killing a nice character, and the other one involves killing a really evil character, and I would rather kill the evil character even though it's going to make our playthrough harder. So, and I think we're going to actually stop here, because we finished the castle, and from here we're going to go back and we'll actually start introducing ourselves to Ronnie and stuff, so I will get us over there, and then that's where we will start our next episode back at the Royal Moongrazing Grounds. So, until then,